There's that expression that everyone says, find a job you love and you'll never work again. I kind of find that with photography. There's so many possibilities you can do with the camera, and it can bring you to so many places and so many opportunities. And recently I've realized that you just gotta go out, have the passion, dedication to get you those opportunities that you've always dreamed of. My name is Nick Tellez, and photography is my livelihood.
And who are your buddies here today?
Corey on the phone with the glasses, that's Corey. Kid on the bike next to him, the gray helmet, that's Dan. The kid in the yellow helmet's Ryan, and the kid without the helmet's Omar. And over there, it's Nick.
Don't! Wow.
He almost flipped backwards.
I've always had a bike since I was 5, and I just kind of picked up as a hobby, and me and my friends at school would ride. I don't know, I was just kind of like really the only one who just kept going with it just because I just loved it. It was just passion, really. Always kept the bike longer than anything else I've ever tried, and I met more and more people who rode bikes, and then that's when I felt really connected with different people outside, the city I lived in, and it just all progressed from that moment on, really. There was like a time where, I was hanging out with the right dudes, and they were like my inspiration, and just kind of like looked up to them, and they were the ones who really pushed me, and we would go out and ride different spots, and it was just so motivating, so inspirational that it just kept me going, and I just fell in love more and more with the sport every day. Yeah, with like any sport, really, there comes injuries, and the last major injury that I had was my wrist breaking. I don't know what happened, just out of nowhere. I just remembered me hitting the rail and just sent myself over 10 feet and just took it to the head and wrist first. Looked down at my wrist, and there it is, it's broken. So we went to the ER, and sure enough, had to go in surgery that night. A couple hours later, I'm in a hospital bed, waking up, anesthesia. It hurt physically and mentally, most of all, because it made me look at life a little differently. I've always had a passion for photography as well, and I just felt like, maybe I should pursue that a little further. I've kind of dropped it and put BMX in front of it over the years, and this time, this crash really made me realize, I should really get back into it.
Get ready for some of the world's best athletes and photographers in 10 sports, all competing in a photo competition.
So this was the 2016 Red Bull Solstice Photo Challenge. Basically, it was 10 athletes, 10 photographers. Each athlete was a Red Bull athlete, and they got to choose their photographers, and mine was Corey Bowen. We went out within an 8 to 9 hour time span with a deadline at 2:30 p.m. starting at, I think it was dawn, which was 5:30 a.m. Went out to different spots around San Francisco. There were 6 categories: best dawn, best action, best playground, best creative, and best lifestyle. We took home 3 of the categories, which was best action, best playground, and best overall photo, which was pretty crazy. Like, we weren't expecting that at all. So photography, I've been doing it for about 10 years or so. It really all started by just borrowing my dad's point and shoot digital camera, going out with my local buddies and just having fun on our bikes and just shooting pictures of each other, and just kept the camera with me wherever I went. I mean, when it comes down to it, when I really think about it, I think photography is in my blood. My grandmother was a photographer herself. She's won some awards. There's always been a camera somewhere in my family. This is me and who I am. This is what I do for a living, to keep a roof, over my family's head, and looking at my kids every day. It's what motivates me to just keep pushing it further and further. Being a dad, it's really the best thing that's ever happened to me. It changes you mentally for the better. Being a photographer, being a bike rider, I can honestly be proud to say that I'm the dad who does that, because there's not too many dads out there who can do that. They're so busy with their day job. I'm super blessed to just have my own schedule, be at home, spending time with my kids and family, and that's what it comes down to, is just family time, and making a balance of everything that makes me happy, and I just can't complain. I'll always ride a bike, and I'll always have a camera in my hand, and that's just it until the day I die.
Time has come to go.